My name is Andrew Sipple, and I'm applying to the Master of Science in Information Security Management program at the SANS Technical Institute. In both my outcome statement and my leadership essay, I write about a few of my personal and professional experiences. Those submissions are meant to describe what I expect to get out of an MSISM and of my perspectives on leadership. In each, I try to describe what I believe are gaps in people's everyday understanding of the security of their information. I write about how I help business owners close their insecurity gap, which I describe as the difference between believing your data is secure and knowing it is. And I describe leadership as not just knowing what right is, but also of having the courage and character to do what you know is right. Additionally, I write about how I apply a seek first to understand approach to my everyday encounters, and of how trust and respect are central to effectively securing information. For my application video, however, I wanted to go a little deeper into something foundational to many of my core beliefs. That said, I wanted to avoid talking to you about a subject you likely know more than I do, and instead tell you about something you may know very little.
Some of my earliest memories are of my dad in the shop. Besides the endless chores around the yard, I spent a lot of time out in the shop with him. One project I helped him with were the spindles he made for a house that he and my mom built. I think it was those spindles that ensured that a lot of my early work ended up coming off of a lathe. But, as a craftsman, you do go through phases. I got really good at making large planks of wood, which is harder than you think, assuming you want them to stay flat and not split. In a way, it's funny. I think of all the cabinet and woodworking projects I've done, it's the ones that are the simplest that are the most fun to make. It's hard to explain how something like a little shelf or a simple table can be just so gratifying to make. Seeing each piece being made and having it fit. I think one of my greatest strengths is also one of my greatest weaknesses. I have a tendency to think about things way too much. Made a box for an associate that was intended as a gift display box for a set of incredibly beautiful wine glasses. I must have spent 10 times as many hours thinking about that box as I did actually making it. In the end, I doubt I made more than $5 an hour on it. Another project I'm particularly proud of is a mantelpiece that I built. The requirement was that it be delivered and installed to a third floor bedroom with a gas log fireplace. So, of course, rather than go and build the thing in place like a normal carpenter, I chose a different path.
So for my application video, I chose to create a somewhat educational video about something I do well, a skill set I possess. I chose to tell you about my woodworking, and to introduce you to a side of me that you likely won't see in the classroom or in a meeting. I've tried to show you that I'm not afraid of a challenge. In fact, I cherish them. And to give you a tour of a few of the things that have influenced not just my technical skills, but also of how I approach technical challenges. If I'm successful in applying to the SANS MSISM program, I will apply the same dedication to learning and improving as I've described here. Thank you very much for this opportunity.